Word has just reached us of the judgment of Jimmy Lai, a personal friend of mine and a great collaborator with the work of the Acton Institute, in terms of his sentencing. This horrendous sentence was not unexpected. In fact, I predicted that the communists would be as severe as they have proven themselves to be. It's important to remember that Jimmy Lai is being accused of treason, of speaking against the Chinese government, and of numerous other violations of the national security law in Hong Kong. And one must remember that this is a conviction because the man spoke out, because he wrote, he protested, he called for freedom in Hong Kong and in China more generally. This news also comes as Christians are preparing to undergo the yearly fast and retreat called Lent, the 40 days that lead up to Easter. It is a time of reflection on the reality of sin cosmically, but also the sin in our own lives. It is the mountain that we must climb spiritually in order to achieve reconciliation with God. It culminates on Good Friday, which is the heart of darkness, when Christ is crucified, the day of Satan's pride. I draw this analogy between the sentencing of Jimmy Lai and Lent because Jimmy, for the last 5 years, has been undergoing his own Lent, as has his family. And as a believer, I am convinced that good can come out of evil. On that Good Friday, when Christ was crucified, it's called the day of Satan's triumph. It seemed like Satan had won, but soon thereafter, Christ rises from the dead. He destroys the gates of hell, and he offers reconciliation to all people. I think that ultimately, this judgment and now this sentencing will prove to be a false narrative that the people of China themselves and any decent human being anywhere in the world will see through and denounce. This is a sad time, as Lent is a sad time. And I invite you to join with me in prayer for Jimmy and in protest against the injustice that is being displayed. The reason I bring religion into the question is both because Jimmy himself converted to Christianity and because I am convinced that this is one of the things that China is most afraid of, as are all totalitarians, namely this understanding that even in the midst of the heart of darkness, one can see the light at the end of the road. And this inspires men and women with hope and courage to protest against the evil, whether it comes to us in the form of personal sin or the kind of institutional injustice that we have just seen displayed in Hong Kong at the behest of the Chinese Communist government. I invite you to register your protest in any way that you know how, especially online or letters to your public officials. I most especially ask you to speak to others about the case of Jimmy Lai and to pray that he and his family will be held up with great comfort in the knowledge that men and women around the world are in solidarity with him, in solidarity with all of the people who suffer under the yoke of communism, whether it is in China or elsewhere in the world, that he may know that people care and are attentive. Let us go through this Lent with Jimmy and pray the power of the resurrection will be felt in his life and in ours as well. God bless you.